Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, today I'm going to be bringing you along with me on my TTC, aka trying to conceive journey. I was a little reluctant to even make a video talking about my journey, simply because I've miscarried before, so I know what it's like to, bring people along for the ride and then have to be the bearer of bad news and that journey come to a quick close. So I'm going to do this though with hopes that there will one day soon be a pregnancy journey and I can do all those kinds of videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you like the idea, and thumbs up for prayers that one day there will be a pregnancy journey series. So basically over the last probably year or so, I've done a lot of research on exactly how to calculate, scientifically how to get pregnant. And believe it or not, some people don't know because people just get pregnant on the fly all the time. But when you're trying to get it down to a science and actually make it happen, and it's not a whoops thing, it's actually very difficult to do. I didn't mention in my miscarriage video, but Ray and I did try to conceive after my hormones got back in balance and everything. We did try to conceive for a good 6 months with no luck. Mind you, I had come to a conclusion not long ago that I wasn't doing everything I was supposed to do to calculate it myself, because I was going off of the fact that my period used to be 100% normal. When after your body goes through something like preparing for a baby, your body changes. And over the last year, my body has changed a whole lot. And with that came the change in my cycle. So like I said in my video on my miscarriage, when we tried to get pregnant around that time, I was calculating, just kind of looking at a calendar and picking out days, 14 through 17 or 14 through 19 in my cycle, and preparing in there to get pregnant. But with the case now being that my period is no longer 100% normal, I'm not going to be ovulating at the same time that I used to. So after watching a lot of women's TTC journeys on YouTube, I decided to get some ovulation tests and start checking it that way. And not only to, if it didn't work this time around, then it would kind of also give me an idea myself on when I might ovulate throughout my cycle at any point in time. Though obviously we are hoping that we caught it at the right time this time around. This is the start of it. This is our trying to conceive journey. So, as I was saying, I got a bunch of ovulation tests and I've been taking them since day 10, I believe. And I did take one today. Today is September 20th. And I took one today and it was very much negative. I do believe that I did catch the day of ovulation, and I do think that Ray and I maybe planned it out to where we could have achieved the goal here. I'm going to take you with me to my baby maker drawer, and anybody who is in the same position as I am, any desiring mothers out there, let me know if you have one of these baby making drawers, or am I just really crazy about this? So, welcome, you are now in my bathroom, and I just want to make a little disclaimer. My hair is greasy, and I only wash it twice a week. That's why the hat's on, and I'm a desired mother, so I like to rock the distressed mom look from time to time when I don't feel like getting myself all done up. So, hello. So I'm going to take you into my pregnancy drawer, or baby making drawer I call it, which there's obviously no baby making done in the drawer, but anyway, this is all I've accumulated thus far. This is my second box of ovulation tests, and I have pregnancy tests out the wazoo for future reference. Then we have all of these ovulation tests. So as you can see, this is the real deal, guys. This is what desiring mothers do to, have their dreams come true and be a mommy. So basically, I'm just going to go down the line of exactly what I did. I'm not going to express mine and my fiance's intimacy schedule, just because I don't want to. But anyway, so like I said, I started on it was either 9 or 10 of my cycle, which was the 10th of September. And as you can see, this is the control line here. And this little box here should come up with a line. The closer you get to your ovulation, the line will get darker. And it's basically you don't get a positive until the line is the same color as or darker than the control line. So I started on the 10th, and when I realized that there's basically The line was very, very faint. I'm just gonna pick it up. You could barely even see it on the camera, it was so faint. So I actually skipped a day and waited until 12th and took another one. And as you can see, the line slowly started to get a little darker. The 13th, it looked a little darker than the 12th. And then the 14th came around and it didn't look as dark as the 13th. So this is where it gets a little confusing. And I don't think that these tests are entirely accurate. But it's something just to give you an idea, I guess, of when you ovulate. But anyway, so then, oh, I skipped you these. So then came the 15th, and the line was just dark enough where I could tell that any day soon it was going to be a day of ovulation. 16th and 17th, I'm going to show at the same time, because this is where I was very kind of confused, because after you take the test, you have to give it 10 minutes to depict whether or not, you know, the line matches the control line, and the longer it's at, the darker the lines got. So basically 16th and 17th looked like the days that I either ovulated or was going to very soon. The directions in the ovulation tests and anything else that I have looked at or read about does say that a positive ovulation test does not necessarily mean you are ovulating on that day. It could mean you're going to be ovulating anytime from right then and there to 72 hours later. So like I said, this isn't really 100% accurate, but it's something just to give you an idea of. So 16th and 17th were days to get the job done. Same with the 18th, wasn't obviously as dark, but still could have been, you know, in a safe zone. Once I saw that the 18th was definitely a lot more faded than the 17th, I took another one on the 18th a couple hours later just to see, and in fact, the line did get even dimmer. And then I took one yesterday, which actually, yesterday's line was a little darker than the 18th. The 19th was darker than the 18th, as you can see. So it's very confusing. And then I did take one today just to, I don't know, just to see. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to take any more after today. But this is the life of a woman trying to be a mother. This is the science that gets calculated, and this is how you get the job done. So before anybody has a chance to say anything, this process by no means is stressing me out. By no means. If anything, this is a process that's making me very hopeful and excited for future things to come with this whole pregnancy thing. And I've had some people in my personal life already approach me and, you know, suspect that I was stressing out over trying to conceive and thinking that, you know, it's going to make matters worse and what have you. And I could tell you right now, when I was trying without going by statistics or the science of how a female's body works, I was more stressed out there when it was like a guessing game. Whereas now I feel really prepared and excited and just very positive about the situation. So no one needs to go ahead and say that I'm being crazy or stressing out over this. I'm simply doing what you're kind of supposed to do when you are trying to get pregnant. Like I said, it is something that doesn't just happen. There is, you know, there's specific timing for everything when you are trying to get pregnant. So I just didn't want anyone to, you know, leave any comments about me being crazy about it, or, you know, don't stress out about it, or, you know, you will stress out if you do it this way. By no means am I stressing out about this at all. I'm just very excited and very positive, and was actually really happy to see doing this actually, because I had concluded after testing my ovulation basically that the whole time that Ray and I were trying to get pregnant about a year ago, I was predicting my ovulation to be a lot sooner than I was actually ovulating. And we also weren't putting as much time and effort then as we are now. So I'm really, really hopeful, and yeah, I can't wait to have a pregnancy journey series. I know it's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna be this time around. I'm obviously fingers crossed that it is, but we'll see. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Excuse you.
I have one baby. This is my fur baby, Lucy.
And she's my whole world, and I love her. She's my fur baby. But